お前はもう死んでいる。
Why is Kakashi still single? I mean, all of his students have gotten married and had kids, yet Kakashi is still reading the Pervy Sage novels at 46 years old. Now, not everyone needs to get married, but you'd think that we'd have a female character introduced that could be Kakashi's potential love. And it's not like Kakashi is lacking in terms of looks or even swag, but he's got some of the best game in Naruto. The world-renowned copy ninja, the 6th Hokage, student of the 4th Hokage, sensei to the 7th Hokage. Now, the closest thing that Kakashi had to a girlfriend was really maybe Guy. Now, I want to stay clear from the creepy fanfics, so let's just start the video. If I was to get into a serious explanation as to why Kakashi doesn't have a girlfriend or wife, or why doesn't he generally express into something like that, it's probably due to all the traumatic events that his teen years was comprised. Stuff kind of like Sasuke, Kakashi's life was shaped by loss when he was just a child. His father, Sakumo, the White Fang, took his own life after being formaled by the village for failing to complete the objectives of one of his missions. This would deeply scar Kakashi and would make him devote himself to the laws of the village. And it would also make him much colder. His ideology would change when his teammate Obito would sacrifice himself in order to save Kakashi and give Kakashi his Sharingan. That did change Kakashi's prospects. Fast forward to when Rin, Kakashi's other teammate, impales herself on Kakashi's Chidori in order to kill herself, so she wouldn't rampage through the leaf as the Three Tails. Kakashi had promised his dying friend that he'd protect Rin at all costs. Rin's death was especially traumatic for Kakashi, and shortly after, his sensei, the 4th Hokage, died. Sealing the Nine Tails and protecting the village, it's likely that Kakashi just had too much PTSD to actually pursue a relationship that with anyone that didn't wear a green jumpsuit. Kakashi would go on to join the Anbu, where he'd give only a dive deeper into his depression, earning himself the nickname Cold-Blooded Kakashi due to how apathetic he was and murdering his Anbu targets. So, it's not surprising that he wasn't married or anything when he became squad captain for Team 7. Kakashi does have some of his conflicts and traumas resolved when he meets his father at Limbo, and when his old teammate Obito reverts to the good side. Obito tells Kakashi that he's still needed in this world to guide a younger generation after losing the Sharingan. A weight has been lifted off Kakashi's shoulders. You'd think this would be the perfect time for Kakashi to settle in, but instead, he becomes a Hokage. And as the Hokage, he would be busy for the Hokage schedule. And by that time, Naruto is ready to become Hokage. Kakashi is already in his late 40s. Kakashi never really had the time or interest to pursue something like that. It's not easy to say that no one was there interested in Kakashi, so you see, Team Minato had a similar dynamic to Team 7, intentionally into the sense that one was a loudmouth fool that aspired to become Hokage, and one was the quiet and cold and introverted overachiever, and the third was a female, medic that needed to be rescued most of the time, and was crushing on the cool kid. The main difference is that Obito wouldn't get physically assaulted by Rin. It's severely implied that Rin had the thing for Kakashi, and she even admits her feelings to him after Obito gets crushed by the boulder. However, Kakashi was no Orochimaru and he wasn't gonna snake on his homeboy. Mr. Rizzler himself, Sasuke Uchiha, the type of persona that was depicted to attract all girls. So you could say that Rin, just like the cool talented genius, the son of the White Fang, Rin actually remained in his limbo after her death, waiting for Obito to join. I'm curious to see how the dynamic between those three would have fared had they all remained alive and unharmed. Now, this isn't for Kakashi's love interest. Kakashi, hidden a year after the 4th Ninja War, before becoming the 6th Hokage, meets KO, an ice-released Genkai user. This lady, KO, infiltrates the plane, Kakashi was guarding disguised as a passenger, while in reality she's working with a group of hijackers. Her and Kakashi talk for a bit, and later on in the battle, she shares the story of the loss of her son. To get his sympathy, eventually she turns on the crew and saves the hostages. And once everyone's brought to justice, Kakashi persuades Tsunade into making KO a prison warden. Instead, since she's her ice released ability, they combine targets with the ice chains. Now, it's implied that Kakashi and this KO have sparks or chemistry between them, but they don't contact each other ever again, so it doesn't really lead anywhere. Of course, the first time we see Kakashi interested in a woman is a plane hijacker that had lost her son. Yo, what's up guys, that was the end of the video. Hope you liked it. I will be posting 3 videos weekly. See y'all later.